I have not videoed any of our work since Friday. I just took a little break from it. We're getting a big backlog of videos. And to tell you the truth, it was getting quite hard to answer the comment questions, remembering the job. There's a couple times I had to scroll back to the video in reference to what the question was implying. So this morning, I decided to video this one. We are working on a swimming pool. I think you're gonna like it. It's not real big. In fact, it's kind of small. But it is a difficult one to get to. We have to power buggy the stone from the street down a hill, around a bend, through a gate, and then around the pool. And on the outside edge, I'll bet you we need maybe close to 2 feet of stone. So we have to put that in layers, tamp it. We're going to use 2B limestone, so we get very little movement in that. It locks together nice. But around here, for the safety feature, every swimming pool has to have a fence around it. And it can't have a bigger gap than 4 inches. So we have to bring the concrete and our stone within 4 inches of the bottom of the gate. So the homeowners, we met last night talking it through what we're going to do, and they mentioned about, holding concrete down a little, but regardless, we need landscaping or concrete 4 inches, at least 4 inches under that gate. That way no animals, no kids can make their way underneath that gate and get in the pool and get themselves in trouble. So I'll go over more in detail when we get there. We're going to be doing a rolled slate texture with an ombre finish. Okay, so we're parking everything up here on the street, and we are heading this way, across the driveway or street walk, probably a street walk right there. That way if anything breaks, we can replace that easier than that. Up this little bank, straight here, this is the easy part. Here's where we're going, down this hill. Now, remember what I said, we have to fill up to 4 inches below this gate. So top of concrete has to be right in this area right here. So we're gonna have some spoils coming out here for stabilization, and then they'll landscape on top of it. We're gonna concrete all in here. Here's our gate. We're just going to take this gate off. Might even take a section of fence out. And we're doing this area all around here. So I'll get some tools out and get ready. We are only going to pour up to this edge. There was one here last night. They have tile that gets seated on here. So we're going to hold our concrete up 1 inch. And then once we're all done, they're going to come in and lay tile on here. I elected to have us do it first. That way we're not working on their tile. And they can run it right to our concrete. We're going to drill and pin into this foundation. So the skimmer box is about the finish height. And this is a dry well. We'll cut this off so that this lid is even with concrete. Coming around here, square corner, in about a foot from the fence everywhere. And then we're gonna give them a pad out about a foot so that when they open the gate, they exit on concrete. We have our ground wire bonding the pool, and they ran it and attached it to the fence. That way the fence is bonded as well. Okay. I'll show you how we're gonna do this in a second. Okay, we are taking these gates out. Not gates, section of fence. That way we can come right in here, right up this side. Straight in, straight in. We're gonna jump up and take that corner out. And we might even take that corner out. We might even take that one out. The more we get out, then the easier it is to get the concrete in. We don't splash the fence. Yeah, let's get it all out of there. Okay, first thing we're going to do is tamp this. We brought our walk behind and we brought the jumping jack. It's not down here yet. You want to pull that down, Steve? Yeah. So we took out 1, 2, 3, and the corner 4. I think that's plenty of access for us. We're going to stop there. So you can see just what that jumping jack does. So this is more of a surface compaction, vibration. And this thing, I was worried about the overdig of the pool, so we're going to go around the perimeter with this. I can feel the whole ground shaking. This is all the spoils of the pool. Let me get quieter. This is where they took all the spoils from the pool dig and fluffed it around here. So we want to just get that tamped down. It's been sitting here about a year, one winter. But let's go ahead and beat that in just a little bit. Okay, they've been going over this about 3 or 4 times now. So you can see the ridges from the tamper. Getting some good movement, and that's what you want to see. When it stops moving, well, maybe you're done tamping. A lot of bounce in there. I have 2 corners TapCon down. Let's see. Now that the guys are done tamping, it's nice and quiet. Birds are chirping. We're going to do a diagonal and see just how close we are. I think I have to extend this one. You can see how this corner bows in. But let's see. Corner to corner, 24, 5 1/4. Crisscross. Yep.
Someone left their TapCons in my way.
24, 6. Not bad, not bad. So about 3/4 of an inch out of square. So if we adjusted 3/8 of an inch, that's not a big deal. Last screw, last TapCon, and then we stand back. We pull a string down it, and we make sure we have a nice even plane. Release this corner. Let that come up ever so slightly. Good. Other one. Nice. That evened out real nice. Okay. So now we are square. We are, what, a 1/2 inch out of square. So 1/4 inch correction, and we're there. But we're nice and even with our underbase. So that's what I was more concerned about. All right, let's get some stone in here. Okay, here comes our first buggy of stone. Probably going right here. We pulled a board level across showing 2%. We'll come around. Good. So 2% from the top of our AZAC. to the fence. This is top of concrete. We need stone 4 inches, just a little bit over the sonotubes. So bottom of board, top of concrete. Bottom of board, top of concrete. No, that's a little light. We're a little bit high there. Maybe to the bottom of the line. That's looking better. Actually, we want to be right there. So I'm going to lower that chalk line down to right there. 1/2 inch. Okay, these are just references for our stone. Let's go. Mixer is due in about an hour and a half. All right, so we're getting ready to pour. That's our rebar grid all drilled and pinned in. Whew. Jim just pulled a line down the edge of our AZAC for our end of our concrete, so that line can carry straight through. Bulkhead and a bulkhead. We're going to start pouring probably right at that corner, and we're going to pour that way, and we're going to pour that way. Here is our PermaShake color hardener. We have never videoed this before.
Found it.
This is a color that gets broadcasted on the concrete, and that's the color it's going to be when we're done. She wanted a nice white color. Oh, there it is. Here is the tile that they're putting around the pool. That's what the surface of the concrete is supposed to look like. We'll see how close we get to it. Here's what's on my glove. How about that for a color match? Okay, mixer is due any minute. Okay, I'm down to about 18%. I don't have time to charge the camera and run the extension cord. I'll put you right here, put you on time lapse, and see what you can. Okay, this camera is getting a little weak as well. Concrete's pretty good. Time for our dusting. This is a topical color, a surface color and hardener. So I take it and just fluff and dust. Put a nice even coat. You can see how it just absorbs into the concrete. We'll let it sit a minute and we'll start working it. You can see our cut pattern both ways off the corners, corner. Now what they just did, they took their floats and they wet stabbed that and get good relief. That way the crack doesn't want to go on a 45, it'll go right up that cut, both ways. Now we'll do a center cut, whatever that number is, looks like about 6 feet. We'll try and run 6s down this side. 6s down that side. We'll string a line across and make everything line up. You're going to be looking at it from up on that deck. We want it to look nice and uniform. Okay. We really had to rush on that. So the cream beige is all worked in. I'm trying to get my shadow out of it so you can see it. You see the texture on the wheel. Just blending all that around. And you're saying yuck. I can hear you guys talking at home. Yuck, that looks terrible. Give it 2 days. You're gonna love it. You're gonna be calling, hey, you gotta come do ours. Yeah. Matt's putting the last little bit on there. Tom's addressing the dry well. That looks good. Now notice we kept this edge tight, so our tile will butt right up to it. We have a nice tight edge. Good? Okay, good deal. Get a drink of water. Good morning, everybody. Bright and early. It's about 6:30 a.m. Mixer's here. They're going to start bringing the concrete down. So I hope the neighbors are okay with it, but we like to get started early. When the mixer shows up, you gotta go. So last section of the pool, through the gate, we put this section here. This was like a no man's land. There was nothing to do with this area. They have a waterfall here. So we just talked about it, concrete it all, right? Set a nice bench here. Now you got a nice spot. So we'll get the concrete in here. Talk to you real soon. How's this looking? Oh yeah. There's your shirt. Okay, rebar all tied. Running the buggies in, we just pick them up as we go. Otherwise it just crushes the chairs. Steve put step liner on here, sort of to match the waterfall. You're gonna be seeing that edge. Good idea. Okay, pour went good. We were initially starting off keeping that in line. We had an extra buggy of concrete come down, talked to the homeowner. We went ahead and extended that 2 feet, give him a little bit more seating. No extra charge. Okay, everybody is on cleanup. This hillside and that all needs landscape, so we're doing our cleanup right there on the edge. Concrete is still fairly soft. You can see the shine, the bleed water starting to come up. So we don't want to touch it at all. No edging, no floating just yet. Enjoy your coffee for a minute. Talk to you soon. Okay, I'm just going along and taking our tap cons out. This is the next day. Now with this, what I want to do is just pull it away. Don't pull it straight up. I'll start with a little piece right over here. See how I pull it away? Now we have a real nice edge for that tile to go against. Missed a tap con right there. Be right back. There it is, hiding right there. See if I got them all without falling in the pool. I just hand this to somebody over there. I'm going to get that piece of ceramic and butt it into there and show you how nice it's going to look. The expansion joint. Now I put the expansion at the bottom. That way there's a little lip here. You can chip that off if it's in your way, but I don't think it's going to be in your way. The thin set goes on here, then the tile. That way it'll be above that lip. So I get these out of here. Okay, with the AZAC and the expansion all stripped away, we brought one piece of ceramic in, tile. They're going to cut these on a bowl nose over the pool's edge. So that's what we were trying to match.
What?
And this is lightening up as we speak. I'll be back here in a couple of days to seal. We'll take another look at that. I think it's a perfect match there to there. See how marbled it is? And we'll have that same effect going on out there. Like it yet? Okay, this is almost ready. Pulling a string down the water's edge. I'm sorry, ceramic edge to Matt to Steven. Up on the deck, all of our cuts will line up real nice. Okay, real quick before we get started, we have our center line and we have our intersection line. Right at that point, we're gonna angle this to our peak. There's a lot of stress there. I see a cracking right off of that. And then these are 15 inches. So I came 15 inches over and we'll put a cut. That should give us plenty of relief in this area. and it should give us a real nice pattern from up above. Okay, second dusting. Now the guys will start cleaning it up, and you see the blotchiness. I'm trying to match that, which is turning out really nice. So same person broadcasting. If you need 2 people, same 2 people broadcasting. You get that frisbee throw. You don't want to clump it. It's kind of tight in the bucket. Just fluff it up. Break up all the little chunks. Take the fluff. Nice even throw. I'm trying to do this and hold the camera. Bear with me. Bringing it right down in here. Hitting the edge.
Yeah.
That's looking nice. Okay, down to about a quarter bucket left. So I used the same recipe from yesterday. That was 1 bucket for 7 yards, and this is 1 bucket for 8 yards. So real close to the same. Okay, let's keep going. Here's the granular just sitting on top. You can see how it just creams right in. Ombre. Okay. We'll get this all opened up and let's start rolling. Okay, Matt's on the last section. Everything is cleaned open, re-rolled. I'm going to get on the sprayer. We're going to start wheeling here in about 2 minutes. I like our cut pattern. So the tile going around the pool are about 24 inches. They got to cut them down a little bit for the bullnose, but they're 24 long. So we're about double the size, just over double the size. These are 5-foot pads. And these are about the same, 5x5s, 4x5, and so on. Nice and straight. Okay, Matt's getting a coat of liquid release, just clear. The guys are starting with the joints, little wheels, cleaning up the edges. The camera's so dirty I can't even see what I'm pointing at. Just about a roller width, roller and a half width. Jim's gonna get on the big wheel here right now as soon as he finishes his lunch. Is that all you get for lunch today?
I got a banana.
Apple a day.
Are you getting all the joints or just the ones in the center? I get them all, maybe. It's a little wet. Close to these right now.
Just different directions. Get my shadow out of the way so you can see it.
I reached over.
Everybody just spread out over the pad. This is the second pad. The first pad we poured is a little bit softer. I talk about that quite often.
I mean, there's a little pull behind you if you want to grab it.
This is like mesmerizing, watching these wheels go. Really soothing. Some like dentist office music playing and I would be asleep. Looking good? You trying to tell me to get out of your way? Hey, I got it. Concrete comes first. Now over there we have that swale going up to that walk, so they'll just hit that a number of different directions, getting good texture everywhere. This is ready. Holding the gate open for Matt, catching that little walkway pad.
Yeah, but I didn't go over this point side yet.
There we go.
Oh, good down there.
Yeah, it looks nice. Tom just stays ahead of everybody with the liquid release. Come up here. Oh yeah, this is like some drone footage.
Tom, did you get this side at all? Nope. Yeah, come up there. Come there. Yeah, I'm
not. Like I said earlier, our cuts line up the whole way through. It makes a difference. If they didn't, since they line up, you may never question it. If they didn't line up, you'd look at it and think, something's out. So I think I got my marbleization the same. You can see how much lighter 24 hours makes from that pad to this pad that was poured an hour ago. And that will continue to lighten up. We're gonna let this set all weekend before we do anything now. I'll come back in on Monday and either A, just apply a sealer and it's done, or B, we'll apply a secondary antiquing color. I'll talk to the homeowners and see what they prefer. I'd like to see a secondary color on there, and that'll give you some depth to it. But this will match their border real nice. Okay, I'm done talking. Okay, we just pulled the form off in our step liner. This is our 4-inch step liner. See how it just peels away. Nice and clean. Wow, it's soft. You can just take your finger and wipe that out. All done. That a nice look. Now these rocks can be pulled right up. You get the idea. Okay, they're almost done. On to our next one. We did this edge as well. Now grade doesn't have to come all the way up. We don't want to trap water in this low area here. So if grade only comes up halfway on that, you can put a little swale in there and it'll still get drainage and look good. Here, different story. They've got a grade up underneath that fence. Still getting good impression? Oh yeah. Okay. A little bit of cleanup. We'll be out of here shortly. Okay, here we are about 4 or 5 days later after the pour. Came back over, everything is dried out real nice. This is how it looks all sealed. This is no sealer, drying out. So that's what it's going to look like. So I'm here with the homeowner, and she agreed to talk on video, and I love it when homeowners do that. So what'd you think of the whole concrete experience with TSH Concrete?
It was wonderful, and I'd highly recommend. In fact, I've already recommended to 2 neighbors in our neighborhood.
Outstanding.
So we're do-it-yourselfers, my husband and I. We've remodeled our house, we've extended our house, we've done, in fact, we installed the splash pool ourselves. But when it came to the concrete, we realized it was a bit beyond our capability.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when I started going out to bid and meeting with different people. TSH was actually the last one that I met with, but so glad we went with you guys. One, the experience. I was able to see your work in another development, and it looked great. The homeowner was super happy dealing with Tom and Donna. Everything was very professional, laid out. I understood what was going on. My husband understood what was going on. And then the end product is amazing. Super happy with it. Tom understood our vision. He was able to help me with a few finalizations and tweaks. So I would definitely recommend the process and the owner.
All right. Well, thank you very much for saying that. Okay, there it is. All done, all sealed. What a neat look. The marbleization across the board. I don't know how to say it, but it's a nice even marbleization. Everything is uniform, but it's not. I know that doesn't make sense. It's not our normal look, but I really like this. Okay, there it is, all done. All sealed. So again, that'll dry and lighten up a little bit. It's already lightening up from where I first started spraying. I forget the name of this, but everything is based on white pool furniture, white tile around the perimeter, and white a white pattern in the concrete. So there we go. Hope they enjoy it. Okay, Emily always gets mad at me for not doing this correctly. Thanks for tuning in to Concrete with Hosses. See you on the next one. Hit that like and subscribe. Tell your friends. Let's keep that channel growing.